Hello all and welcome to Anand Learning Studio. In this tutorial we will be learning how to install Python. But this tutorial is just the beginning of the tutorial series which we will be doing on Python. So in the series of tutorials we will be learning Python from scratch to the advanced level. And in each of the tutorials we will be learning each of the concepts in detail, and I will try to explain each of the concepts in the best possible way. So stay tuned. Before we start the next series of tutorial, before we jump into the details of Python, let's quickly, the first thing we will be covering is installation of Python. And in installation we will be covering two parts. We will be first installing from the Python's official website or Python official distribution, and the second one we will be covering is the Anaconda distribution of Python. This is the official website www.python.org/downloads, and once you will point to this website, once you will go to this website, you will see automatically the latest stable version of Python showing with a download option, and you can select your respective OS. You can select different versions also, but before hitting on installation, let's first try and understand why we need this download, what Python is, why all this stuff is required. Why can't my computer automatically understand and do Python understand Python programs? So what happens in computer world? The computer understands only the binaries, that is zeros and ones. Apart from zeros and one, it will not understand anything. So when you will be writing a program in any of your language, maybe it's Python, Java, C++, your computer needs to understand that program. So you will be writing in a high level language. Okay, you will be using some English words to frame out a program. You will be using those syntaxes respective to your language, and that particular language, that particular high level language needs to be converted in some other way so that your computer will be understanding that program. Then only it will be executing your logic. So to make your computer understand, this is the kind of interpreter, or in a layman term we can say this is kind of translator which will do the translation job, translating our high level language to machines level language. Okay, so in Python we download the interpreters. So Python is an interpreted language. Okay, so I will create a separate video where we'll be covering what an interpreted language and all those things stuffs over there. But yes, in this particular we will be downloading the Python interpreter. So once we will have this Python interpreter, now whenever I will try to execute a Python program, my computer will understand, okay, it's a Python program, and now it will execute that Python program in that particular way. So once you reach this website, you can select your respective Windows or Linux or whatever OS you have. So suppose I am having a Windows, and you can select the release version which you want. If you don't want Python 3.12, you may want some other version depending on the project requirement or whatever. So you will see all the versions, all the releases available here. Also you can find some pre-releases which are not yet stable, which are ready to be released but it is not released yet. Okay, so you can select that option and you can download respective option. For this tutorial I will be going on with the default one and the latest one, which is as of now 3.12.1. so once you click on this particular button, it will start downloading the .exe file. Let's click on this button. Okay, now we have this. Since I have already downloaded this, so this is coming as a duplicate, but nevertheless let's double click on this .exe file. So once you'll double click on this .exe file, you will see the options here: install now and customize installation. So this will take all the default places, locations, and if you want to customize that, you can customize that. But for my suggestion, if I will suggest, just go with the default installation for now. Before clicking on install now, just remember to check this particular box, because if you will not check now, even though Python will be installed, your computer will not be able to find that installation whenever you will try to execute a program. Okay, so if you will want your computer to automatically find the Python's location, you have to add this, because every time your computer will go and try to execute your program, it will go and check in the path whether this particular interpreter is there or not. So that's what we are doing in this by checking this particular box, and then let's click on install now. Okay, so now the setup was successful. Let's quickly close this and open a command prompt to check whether our uh, installation is successful or not. In case of Mac OS or Linux, the Python comes pre-installed. Okay, so you can just update the version and you can just go with the latest version, because that may have some older versions of Python, so you can just update those versions. Python --- version is the command to check the version of the Python, and yes, we have Python 3.12.1. So I have installed Python successfully. That's it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial we will be learning how to install Python from Anaconda distribution. So what happens when we install Python from this particular distribution? We have limited number of packages. We will have to install the interpreters and other things separately. But when we download Python from Anaconda distribution, we get a lot of additional packages. Also we got some IDs like Jupyter, Spider, all those things. So we will not have to install those libraries separately. So when we will be working on the data engineering side, or maybe on the data analysis or data science side, those libraries will be very handy. So let's meet in the next video. Till then, thank you. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Also subscribe to my channel to see all the videos, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notification of all my videos. Thank you.